give you $9.99 back. Somebody in that bit burning something. Ain't no fucking way.
Shay said send the invite, yeah.
Alright. Thank you, your name. I'll look over this shit. I don't see your shit.
He said he don't see your name on that bit yet. He don't see your name. He on the Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit. Tell him send the everybody name.
Be on roster. Just they finna build a new paper mill.
He on that roster.
And you going in that bit, huh?
Where at JP?
And Jackson.
For real?
Yeah.
Alright, look. Hold on, Shay.
And Brandon. Fuck, nigga.
Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific
It's definitely not the same thing, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hello and welcome
What
to
Brandon
Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the national champions.
That's how I know you don't go pay Riley.
SMU Mustangs taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. Free A Sports College Football Line Restables joined here and proved by a couple of legends, and yes, we do.
We ain't go no higher than Riley.
David Pollock from the University of
We're
Georgia
gonna go
and former
down.
Gator Jesse
We
Fabregas.
might go
Let's
to the
get
coach
down
or
to the
something.
field.
Right.
Probably more easy.
Right.
He's scared as hell.
Right.
Go pay Riley with him. Mother gotta get on a strict program going through that bit.
Alright, motherfucker. I remember they got that red light. Don't stop. That motherfucking camera get there. So showing it. That motherfucker turn, motherfucker get the blinking blue and red. What that shit mean?
I'm on the bed and I'm leaving that That's something big follow your car. If you the only car gonna do that bit, that bit gonna follow you.
That bit gonna follow you now. That bit, when I said that bit light up, that bit gonna light up now.
What crazy, I see if I go through that bit before me this morning. They went through that bit, went blinking. As soon as I go through that bit blinking. Motherfucker gonna be tracking certain cars, don't they?
Okay, JP. I went through that bit one day. I seen that motherfucker started following my ass. I'm like, I'm just looking at the camera. I said, yeah, they just goddamn. So I don't know why that bitch trying to catch me, bitch. I stopped. I don't see no point in the goddamn camera though.
The sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked
These
down
motherfuckers
at
said
the
they got
11.
camera to stop crying in Smith County. Oh, in Raleigh. Boy. I ain't no Rhino bad like that, bro. The young nigga got bad like that up there, bitch, JB.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Ain't no trick, ain't it?
They get the
Y'all ain't
conversion
touching
there.
nobody.
He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Yeah, like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play.
Maybe you got to double time this phone, fam.
Bro, my phone is, I'm in the
Got
living room.
stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
For the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't get in these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Bino, shut up,
Gators
bro.
are moving quickly down the field. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand
Yes,
the ball
Lord.
came out quick. I got to break.
Man, we waiting on the nigga, ain't we?
Secure the tackle.
Turning it on.
Come on.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
We keep that shit. They ain't learn our lesson here.
That is exactly what you want to open the season.
Bro, call Drake phone, fam. All y'all got to do he waiting on y'all.
Bro,
to send him the
did I just say I'm not in the fucking room?
Bro, you act like you can't go get your phone, AB. You just sitting there,
You gotta
man.
be able to make something miss. It's one thing
Hey,
to
my
get
nigga, I'm in the
into
game.
level, but
Like,
can you
y'all
make
niggas
that
waiting on
last
him. I'm not waiting on
defender
him.
miss, and you saw it on that
Y'all
play.
niggas
Once he
do.
was in the clear with his speed, he
What
was
the
gone.
fuck?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Do what you please, my nigga.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away again.
Makes the grab deep. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the gun. Starts to scramble to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on their own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. To the air, it's Hawkins. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Using his legs, it's Clark. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Good first quarter.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Season bad. Fuck y'all.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
He kept me here.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 4 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. He's now got 78 yards on the ground. A very productive 1st half here in the season opener. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab, it's Peoples. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the 30-yard line on first down. The handoff to Johnson. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Buying some time. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Offense changing the play. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the right. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Florida! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room, it's Peoples. He has the first and still on his feet. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Best running backs in the game. I'm finna use him.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll go back to work on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Unloads it left. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And it falls in.
Take it. Okay. Y'all hooping?
Hell no.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shit, team this big.